and going to previous achievements of Sir, Dr. Dhake Sir was Associate Professor and Head of Civil Engineering at Marathwada and Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Aurangabad for 3.5 years. He also worked as Associate Professor and Head of Civil Engineering at Shreyash College of Engineering, Aurangabad for 5.5 years. Dr. Ajay Dhake Sir has 3 years of industrial experience as Assistant Engineer at MHADA, Pune. He also worked as Assistant Project Engineer at Shri Housing Associates, Amravati. Dr. Ajay Dhake Sir has received rupees 1.01 crore grant from DST FIST, that is Funds for Investment in Science and Technology, entitled Servo Cyclic Loading Frame at GH Raisoni College of Engineering and Management, Pune. Dr. Ajay Dhake Sir has received Outstanding Excellence in Teaching Research and Publication Award by IRDP Group of Journals, Chennai in 2017. Sir has also received Best Teacher Award in 2018-19 in Civil Engineering at National Education Award, that is Devang Mehta Award. Dr. Ajay Dhake Sir received Certificate of Appreciation from UMA officials for successfully completing RWS Scheme Assessment Training Program between September 2017 to January 2018, and also appreciated Team of Institute for complete assessment and submitting good comprehensive report of 2 RWS scheme within time, and stood at a second place in Maharashtra. Sir has published more than 48 international papers and more than 14 national papers. He has attended more than 24 international conferences and more than 27 national conferences. He is reviewer of many national and international journals. He has guided 63 PG students, and 4 students have awarded PhD under the guidance of him. So, on behalf of our SND College of Engineering and Research Center community, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Ajay Dhake sir. I am sure that this interaction with our expert speaker will be a valuable learning experience for all of us. With that, I invite Dr. Ajay Dhake sir to guide us to our all participants. Thank you.
Thank you very much for a nice introduction. Good morning, one and all. Can you give me the rights to share my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity for this FDP Faculty Development Program on Innovative Practices in Teaching Learning Processes. And I have attended the several sessions of Dr. Hendre as well as Dr. Revankar and yesterday's regarding research grants. Now the topic assigned to me, project-based learning. So without wasting much more time, actually the very less contents are available on project-based learning, because earlier it was problem-based learning and now it is project-based learning. It is also nowadays they are thinking for experiential based learning rather than project-based learning. But even though it is invented in 1902, but still in 1924 also we are not using project-based learning. Many of you are using, but we have to use at a large level. Okay, so I have included two case studies. One is successful case study and one is unsuccessful case study, which is guided by me at the last. Okay. So
Sorry to disturb, sir. Can you please share the PPT? Actually, the desktop screen is visible now.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible now.
Well,
Okay, thank you.
make it a slideshow, sir.
Okay.
Make it slideshow, sir.
Yes, sir, just a moment. Actually, I have to select the view herein. Okay, slide show. Okay,
Now it's okay, sir.
okay,
Proceed.
Thank you very much, sir. Yadav, sir. So learning objective of this session is identify ideas and benefits of project-based learning. What are the benefits that we will see, and what are the ideas, identification of ideas, that is very basic need that required for project-based learning. Apply what you learn and evaluate a current project using essential project design elements and create a plan. Actually, identification, then applying, evaluation, that is okay, but we are not creating a plan. Create a plan to implement what you learn. He is the father of PBL. He is born John Dewey, born in 1859, and he has invented this project-based learning in 1902. He was an American philosopher, psychologist, and educational reformer. He was one of the most prominent American scholars in the first half of the 20th century. He is the founder of University of Chicago Laboratory. Now, pedagogy. Actually, pedagogy is nothing but it is commonly understood as the approach of teaching is the theory and practice of learning. Theory we are learning into classroom, practical we are learning into class laboratories, but lab to land, when we are going to implement it at the site or at the your industry, the basic knowledge of theory as well as practical is essential to stand on the any shop floor or at the site or in any industry related to electronics, mechanical, whatever it may be. Okay. Pedagogy taken as the academic discipline is the study of how knowledge and skills are imparted in the educational context, and it considers the interaction that takes place during learning. Both the theory and practice of pedagogy vary greatly as they reflect differential social, political, and cultural contents. Pedagogy is often described as the act of teaching. Now, how we are going to achieve this? Here, we have to achieve this by giving some quiz, assignments, PowerPoint presentations by the students on the given topic or by their choice. Then peer teaching. Suppose there are some bright students, then they used to teach to junior students. For example, final year students can teach to third year students teach to second year, so that whenever we are learning, when we have studied, then we have make the group discussions at the hostel or at the room so that our concepts get clear rather than the teacher. Means we are at the same boat. Our friends are little bit intelligent than us. So the method of explaining by him is more adjustable to us than the teacher. Okay, so students get awareness. So not more than 1 unit or 5 to 10 lectures. So the bright students get chance to explore themselves as well as students learn the things and they get motivated. Then experiential learning. From the experiment, we are learning the things in actual practice also. When suppose we are getting some failure, then at the next time we will take care of that, not causing that failure repeatedly. Then this is the project-based learning. Z to A approach. I want that Z. So how to achieve that from the reverse? Z to A approach, collaborative learning, virtual labs. Now virtual labs are available everywhere. That it is you can subscribe. It is freely available, and get the students involved into laboratories to do the to conduct the experiment, models, Tell them to make some models, MOOCs, NPTEL, social internship, though it is not in curriculum of the, say, affiliated colleges or any other colleges, give them some certain task for 15 days or 1 month during the holidays after second year or after third year, so that they can understand the need of the society, so that it will be helpful to create the project in third year mini project or in the final year project or any other kind of whatever you learn, you want to teach. Pedagogy is often described as an act of teaching. Also, Revankar sir has told at that day, the teacher should be actor. The act of teaching is the important thing. Rather, see, knowledge is required. I can't say that knowledge is not required, but how you are going to teach them, by which action you are going to teach them, that is more important to understand by the students. Okay. So this is the pedagogy in which one is project-based learning. Now, problem-based learning. Previous to that, it is problem-based learning. Now it is called project-based learning. It is similar pedagogic approach. However, problem-based approaches structure students' activities more by asking them to solve specific open-ended problem. The solutions are available, and we are giving the same problem. They can read the book, they can go to any website, and they can solve the problem, rather than relying on students to come up with their own problems. They are not coming with their own problems. In the course of completing a project, means the solutions are available. See, everything is available on this earth, but we have to give some certain extra things so that they can learn by themselves, rather than guiding them. Teacher is a facilitator. We are not giving entire things. We have not that much of time nowadays. Okay, so students should learn by themselves. Now, what are the objectives of project-based learning? Self-directed learning and problem solving. Self-directed learning, through tutorial sessions, the students are taught to self-formulate their goals and objectives of learning of particular topics, and then at the end of each session, they are expected to evaluate the extent to which their goals are realized or not. Okay, then problem solving. They have to solve the problems. Problems are not like numerical or solving some sum. That is not the problem solving. Any kind of problem they have to solve. It may be at the site, it may be at the industry, it may be at the society. Whatever the problem, they have to solve. And these are the objectives of project-based learning. Steps. What are the steps we have to follow for project-based learning? Formulating the expected learning outcome. What I want, what is the expected outcome that I have to formulate. Then understanding the concept of teaching materials. What are the materials available to understand the concept, to achieve that goal? We have to understand. Then skill training. Nowadays, we are offering various skill programs, whichever is not in our curriculum. Extra we are giving, because we should be the differentiator for the others, and then and only then our students get some good job placement and etc. So we have to organize skills trainings, just like this FDP. Similar way, you can go for some little bit not higher topic, some important topic, IPR, research methodology. So this type of skills trainings. For example, now there is a syllabus in civil engineering AutoCAD. Then there is a syllabus in C, C++, Yashwanta Kanetkar also we have read, Rudra Pratap also we have read for MATLAB and etc. But reading the books and hands-on training is the making the difference. See, there are 60 students in a class, but not necessary that 60 to 60 are learning the things. 50% students, or rather I am telling 10 students, if they are learning the things, that 10 students are sufficient, because everybody is not having that much of 1 GB in our mind. Okay, so we have to create the interest. Designing the project theme. What I have to do step by step, making the project proposal. Nowadays, it is a need to make the project proposal. Executing the task of projects and presentation of the project report. That is very, very important thing. Whenever we are thinking to show to any committee for NAC and NBA, hardly we are getting 3 to 4 projects, good projects that we can show to the committee out of that 60 intake or 60 students. So it is not the fault of students. It is not the fault of faculty. It is the fault of now awareness that we are lagging behind. Okay, everybody is doing. You people are doing. I am also doing. Our people are also doing. But presentation of the project report is very, very important thing, because whenever they are going for any interview, after this, those who are carrying that project report with them, internship report with them, that means there will be the 50% selection. That means whatever he has done, that is good, and it is in the presentable form. Then and only then one should carry that. Otherwise, they are not carrying. Only they are taking the file of their all certificates, mark sheets, and carrying them, and they are showing for the verification. Okay, so presentation of anything is important in the life. There are 6 A's of PBL: authenticity, academic rigor, academic importance, academic uh, planning, applied learning, active exploration, adult connection. Now, what is the adult connection? Suppose we are talking nowadays for NEP or any other this thing, that interdisciplinary learning. Okay, so we have to take the student third year or final year of or other branches, and they are learning from the adult. That means final year students, second year students are learning from final year students. Assessment practices we have to improve. 5 C's of PBL: connecting. Every time we are thinking that there are 4 students in a group, and after some days, 8 or 10 days or a month, or at the end of the project, at the end of semester, they are coming, sir, I want to change my group. What is this? Means they are not having bonding with them. Connection is required. Communicating is a skill. Communication skill is very important, and they have to communicate in a proper way. Curating, that means they have to give explanation in a proper way. Collaborating, they have to collaborate with each other, and creating. That things are required in case of project-based learning. Now, it is a teaching method in which students gain knowledge and skills by working for an extended period of time to investigate and respond to an engaged and complex question, problem, or challenge. Extended period of time. That means, suppose our college is starting at 10 to 5, they have to spend 5 to 5:30, 5 to 5:45, or suppose they are going for lunch, then lunch break is of 1 hour or 45 minutes. They have to complete their lunch within 15 minutes, and that 30 minutes they have to utilize for this PBL. Then and only then they will get good job, good placements, they will get skills in them, because they have to learn themselves. I will take the horse to the water, but I cannot tell him. I can tell him drink the water, but he do not have that. He is not thirsty. Then he will not take. Okay, so it is our role to create the interest in the students. Project-based learning (PBL) is a student-centered pedagogy. It is student-centric. That involves a dynamic classroom approach in which students acquire a deeper knowledge through active exploration of real world challenges and problems. Now, what is real world challenges? I am a civil engineer. I have completed my PhD. I have completed my diploma, then BE, whatever. But suppose there is a leakage in my home. I have that adjustable spanner at my home, but I cannot stop that leakage, though I am a civil engineer. So I have to see what are the basic things I am not able to solve at the home. I have to ask the plumber. Now plumbers are taking 300 rupees for coming and going. And then they are telling that we have to purchase, sir, this 350 rupees tap, new tap. And old tap, we ask them to take with you, because we do not have space at the home. क्या करने का, काय को रखने का? So what challenges and problems that we have to think? We have to think little bit larger. Student learns about a subject by working for an extended period of time to investigate and respond to a complex question, challenge, or problem. Complex question, challenge, problems, these all are similar terms. Problem is a challenge, challenge is a challenge creating the question. So these are all similar words. So what are the definitions? It is a style of active learning and inquiry-based learning. Inquiry-based learning is the heart. If I am not knowing in the classroom, if I am not knowing, the students are hesitant to ask. Faculties are hesitant to ask. It should be inquiry-based learning. One should be excited. If I am not knowing the things, I have to inquire that. What is that? What is that? Not purposefully, what is that? What is that? That is the punishment to the teacher. No, they have to ask in a uh, great manner. Okay, so it is a inquiry-based learning. PBL contrast with paper-based rote memorization or teacher-led instruction that simply represent established facts or portrays a smooth path to knowledge by instead of posing questions, problems, or scenarios. Okay. Thomas Young has given knowing and doing. I know I am doing. Knowing and doing, students learn knowledge and elements of the core curriculum, but also apply what they know. Now this all NEP or NBA or NAC, we are applying, visualizing, expectation, these all things, Bloom's taxonomy, etc., we see. But we have to apply what they know. There are 4 students, they are different by nature, they are interdisciplinary, they are having different age group, they are having, they are different year. Then one should know something different, one should know another thing different. So they have to apply and they have to formulate something to solve authentic problem and produce results that matter. KBL refocuses education on the students, not the curriculum. This cannot be taught out of textbooks, but must be activated. Now, what is the structure? It is a long-term, interdisciplinary, and student-centric learning activities. Students organize their own work and manage their own time in a project-based class. Now, we are thinking, these are all teaching community, faculty development program it is. Now, we are thinking that IT people are doing work from home after COVID also. Okay, so organize their own work and manage their own time in a project-based class. Those their spouse are working in a IT sector. They are knowing they have to work hard up to 9, up to 10. They have get the call at 12 o'clock or 1 in the morning. So they have to get up and they have to take the call. That is not so easy. They have to do the work. So they have to, students have to organize their own work and manage their own time in a project-based class. Project-based instruction offers from traditional inquiry, by its emphasis on students, collaborative or individual artifact construction to represent what is being learned. It is artifact is it is available at the nature. It is man-made. Okay, so they have to learn individual artifact construction to represent what is being learned. PBL also gives students the opportunity to explore problems and challenges that have real-world applications, increasing the possibility of long-term retention of skill and concepts. They are not, we are giving assignment to the students. 1 student, 2 students, 3, at the most 5 students are doing by their own. Rest all the things students are copying from other things. So they are not having long-term retention. They have to do, sir, I'm not able to solve this. Okay, it's okay. Don't do mandatory, but it should be long-term retention. We are giving for them only. We are not doing for this fulfillment of requirement of university on all the things. We are giving the things to learn the things for long-term retention of skills and concepts. What are the essential elements of PBL? There are elements, but these are the essential elements of PBL: key knowledge, understanding, and success skill, challenging problem or question, sustained inquiry, authenticity that we have already seen, student voice and choice, reflection, critique, and critique and revision, and public product. These are the essential that we will see one by one, but these are the essential elements of PBL. What is first? Key knowledge, understanding, and success skill. The project is focused on student learning goals, including standard-based content and skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, collaboration, and self-management. Challenging problem or question. Excuse me. The project is framed by a meaningful problem to solve or a question to answer at the appropriate level of challenge. Challenging problem. There are number of problems available in the society. Everybody is suffering from the problem. There is no man on this universe that I am not having any problem. Everybody, every students, every faculty, every man on this earth having the problem. So we have to give meaningful problem to solve or a question to answer, and then and only then we can achieve that level. Sustained inquiry. Again, students engage in a rigorous, extended process of asking questions, finding resources, and applying information. Many of the students having fear. If I am asking this question to the teacher, then students may laugh. He is having fear. Even myself, when I was students, I am having fear whether my question is right or wrong. Okay, so students having fear, but make them motivate to asking the question. And suppose we are not able to answer that question at that day, forget about. You can tell the students, I don't know this. I will tell you tomorrow by studying, and tomorrow you go after your class, read the book, take the net resources and finding out the answer and give the answer to the student. No doubt, no problem. We are not able to answer at the same day. Okay. कोई प्रॉब्लम ऐसा होता है कि अपन आंसर नहीं दे सकते. इट्स ओके. ओके, बट asking the questions, you have to motivate the students to ask the question. If it is in classroom, it's okay, but for the PBL, they have to extended process of asking the questions. They must be able to ask the question. Authenticity. The project features real world contains tasks and tools, quality standards, or impact or speaks to students' personal concern, interest, and issues in their lives. These are the related with authenticity. Okay, quality standard. We are thinking outcome-based education, then impact analysis, everything we are thinking, but what is the authenticity of that we have to learn. Student voice and choice. Students make some decision about the project, including how they work and what they create. Students has the ability. Students should make some decision about the project, including how they work and what they create. Reflection. Students and teachers reflect on learning, the effectiveness of their inquiry and project activities, the quality of student work, obstacles, and how to overcome them. These are the reflection. मैं कर रहा हूँ, I will do, I am doing. But what is the reflection of that? What is the effectiveness of their inquiry? At which depth they are going? What are the obstacles they are facing and how to overcome them? These are the reflection if they are doing the project seriously. Okay, critique and revision. And project, it is not the final year project. Any project you can give at first year, second year, third year, final year level, so that students get exposure and they can become slowly a topper in the other skills. Teachings they are acquiring, but other skills they are acquiring by the project-based learning. Critique and revision. Students receive, and use feedback to improve their processes and products. Public product. Students make their project work public by explaining, displaying, or presenting it to people beyond the classroom. Now, we are knowing there are various competitions going on in our region, in Maharashtra. At national level, at international level, okay, that is fine. But for example, there is a competition every year that Avishkar in Pune University or all universities that is related with Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Nanded University, everywhere that Avishkar is there. But if you are going to see the entries, there are very less entries. If you are going to see this IPR, it is not related with this PBL. IPR, where India stands and where China stands. Okay, every lecture of IPR, we are seeing the rate of India, success rate of India, and now we are proving India is also not back. It is also proving they are in the competition. But even for the Avishkar, we are not able to produce 10 or 15 participants out of first year, second year, third year, final year students. Ideas are there, faculty contribution is there, but we are not able. That means our interest in this project-based learning is lagging behind. It is established in 1902 by John Dewey and now 1924, 2024. Okay, so it is a long gap, I would like to say. Learning. It is organized around open-ended driving questions or challenge. PBL creates a need to know essential content and skills. It requires inquiry to learn. Inquiry, again inquiry. I want to learn, but how to learn? By certain inquiry and or create something new. I would like to create. I, I know this is the, some civil faculty may be there. So we are using that what you can say steel table for design of steel structure. So there is a book of Ramampratham or Agor. When we were students, we have used the Manish Kumar Hedau at Amravati University. Now this is the steel table. See, structural, these all properties are given. These are all boards and these things. Now, if I would like to select from this, then here I would like to pull this and these all properties are mentioned on this. Suppose I would like to select one angle, equal angle section. I require the area, for example, 3.67 centimeters. So what are the properties? Thickness, width, weight per kg per meter, RXX, RYY, ZXX, and etc. That I have to slide according to required. So here, this is created by ISI in structural steel, structural engineer slide, steel. In the previous slide rule was there. So creating the thing, now it is available. It is not available in the market. If I would like to purchase, I will not get anywhere. So here, now I can create this. It is available. So how to make this design? Here I will get the printing material. So this is the project I have given to my final year students this year. I am having two groups, same project they are giving. Yes, students are doing on this. Everything is printing and etc. And they are formulating this, how to do this, all printing on the metal. Okay. So such it is available. Okay, everything is available, but how to create this? This is project based. Okay, it requires inquiry to learn and create something new. PBL requires critical thinking, problem solving, again collaboration, and various forms of communication, often known as 21st century skills. Abhi, after certain days, you will come across this word, 21st century skills. It allows some degree of student voice and choice. PBL incorporate feedback and revision. PBL results in publicly represented product or performance. Now, these are the another elements. The core idea of PBL is that real-world problems capture students' interest and provoke serious thinking so that the students acquire and apply new knowledge in a problem-solving context. Teacher as a facilitator works with students to frame question, structure meaningful tasks, coach knowledge development and social skills, and assess students' learning from experience. Typical projects present a problem to solve. What is the best way to reduce the pollution in the school? We are giving the project to the students, how to reduce the pollution in the school, in the college. So what are the contents of carbon? What are the contents of nitrogen and all these things there? We are having responsible dust sampler. We can measure that. How much vehicles are coming into institute? How many people are coming by bus? How many people are coming by their two-wheelers? How many students or faculty are coming on bicycle? So we have to take the count and how to reduce this. This is a simple project. I can go for automated also. How to provide the parking. I can provide a LCD screen at the gate. At the gate itself, last year our students has completed that project. At the gate, they have fixed one CCTV at this thing, and by artificial intelligence, I will get where is the space to park, whether I have to go right or I have to go to left. I will get the space at the entrance itself, that I am having the parking space available at this particular in the campus at that particular place. Or a phenomenon to investigate. What causes rain? What causes rain? Think on that. Okay. Now, what are the role of students and what are the role of faculty or teacher? Determine their projects, encourage to take full responsibility for their learning. This makes PBL a constructivist learning method. Students work together. They learn how to work with each other. Use technology to communicate actively with teacher and peers others. The students makes choices on obtaining, displaying or manipulating information. Every student has the opportunity to get involved either individually or as a group. Students' role is to ask questions, build knowledge and determine a real world solution issue questions presented. Think rationally to solve problems. PBL forces students to take ownership of their success. Now, what is the role of teacher? He is a by default facilitator for the students. They develop an atmosphere of shared responsibility while having the overall control of learning. Regulate student success with intermittent transitional goals to ensure student projects remain focused and students have a deep understanding of the concept being investigated. The students are accountable to the goals through feedback and assessment. The ongoing assessment and feedback to ensure the student stays within the scope, the question, and the core standards of the project evaluates the finished product and learning that is demonstrates. I am completing the finished project, but it should be demonstrated for the others. Gold standard of PBL. Design and plan. Align to standards, whatever the standards available. Build the culture into the students. Manage activities. There are a lot of works with us at present. We have to manage. We have to select our priorities. Scaffold student learning. Whatever students are learning, arrange them in a proper manner to give the rise to the students. Assess student learning. Assessment is also very important part, and engage and coaching. These are the teaching practices to achieve the gold standards of PBL. Process of PBL. PBL integrates knowing and doing. Students learn knowledge and elements of the core curriculum, but also apply what they know to solve authentic problems and produce results that matter. PBL students take advantage of digital tools to produce high quality collaborative products. PBL refocuses education on the students, not the curriculum, a shift mandated by the global world which rewards intangible assets such as drive, passion, creativity, empathy, and resilience. This cannot be taught out of textbooks, but must activated through experience. This is important. This cannot be taught out of a textbook, but must be activated through experience. Now, features. Engages students in complex real-world issues. These are the features. After learning these all things, what is the achievement we are getting? Require students to use inquiry, research, planning skills, critical thinking, problem solving skill. Require students to learn and apply content specific skills, standards and knowledge in a variety of contexts. Provide opportunity for students to learn and practice interpersonal skill as they work in cooperative teams and whenever possible with others in workspaces or the community. Give student practice in using the array of skills needed for their adult lives and careers, how to allocate time, resources, individual responsibility, interpersonal skills, learning through experience, etc. Includes expectation regarding accomplishment, learning outcomes. These are linked to the learning standards and outcomes for the school, state are stated at the beginning of the project. Incorporates reflection activities that lead students to think critically about their experiences and to link those experiences to specific learning standards. So what are the experiences students are getting while learning? They can percolate to the juniors. That's why final year students are getting pass out. So third year students, second year students are there to give their experiences, to share their experiences to the again juniors. Ends with the presentation or product that demonstrates learning and assessed. The criteria could be decided upon by the students. Now there are definitely some advantages and disadvantages are also there. For example, mobile having certain advantages and certain disadvantages. So there are some advantages of project-based learning. More important than learning content, students need to learn to work in a community, thereby taking on social responsibility. The most significant contributions of PBL have been in school. In marginalized areas where the students take responsibility or ownership for their learning, their self-esteem increases. Now in the our school, where there are many activities are going on in the schools and colleges. So after coming to the engineers, students are having better and better experiences to do the things. If you are going to do one program, then students are very interested, first year, second year students, rather than third year, final year students. They are having lot of enthusiasm to do the program successful. Okay, because they are learning the things in the schools and colleges, junior colleges, and they are proving in the institutes. It also helps to create better work habits and attitudes towards learning. Although students do work in groups, they also become more independent because they are receiving little instruction from the teacher. While doing the work in the group, then individually also they can become self-dependent, self-confident to do the work individually. Because we have to work in a group, we have to work in a company in a group, we have to work with the colleagues, we have to work with different discipline people, and individually whatever the task you are doing, that task you have to do only. So they are learning by independent and in a group also. With PPL, students also learn skills that are essential in higher education. If certain students are going for PG or PhD, if they are having certain skills at the graduate level, definitely it will be helpful. This is the advantage of PBL. The students learn more than just finding answers. PBL allows them to expand their minds and create beyond what they normally would. Students have to find answers to questions and combine them using critically thinking skills to come up with answers. Technology allows learners to search in more useful ways along with getting more rapid results. Use of PBL, improved understanding of concepts and theories, improved life skills such as problem solving, again collaboration, time management, understanding real world applications that will be helpful at your home, at their lifestyle, everywhere it is required. And if they are learning life skills by project-based learning, they can use the institutes, those who have done ISO, those who have done NAC, and those who are implementing it in a nice manner. They doesn't have any problem at the time of visit. The teachers who are doing the things in a very good manner, they are not having the pressure at the time of visit or at the time of any. Suppose somebody is asking the documents are readily available. So he is having that skill. He or she learn from that collaboration, time management. I would like to complete my today's work up to 5. at any cost. And I have to select the priority that this work is more important than this. This is the immediately task I have to complete today. Okay. So that ability is in me if I am going to learn this time management, collaboration, and understanding of real world applications. Okay. So the students who are learning at PBL at this level, they will be self-confident to do the work. Improved responsibility, self-direction, communication, and collaboration.
हो सर.
Improved understanding of learning, how to learn. More research is needed on content and knowledge acquisition. Now we are coming to the shortcomings of PBL. Then afterwards, I will give two case studies. Okay. So shortcomings of PBL, unfocused and underdeveloped lessons can result in wasting of precious class time. We don't know. Those who are doing PhD or completed PhD, we don't know whether we are getting the success in the research. We don't know. My guide is telling me that my guide is presently at Vigetia. He used to tell me, Dhaki, you have to do 3 years, 4 years work. If you are not getting the success, then that will be the research problem for others. Okay, that you are not getting, but you are finding out the gap that whatever I did within these 3 to 4 years, that will be the challenge for next research scholars. So we are having the fear that whether I am getting the success or not. Forget about. Start the work, do the work, automatically you will get the success. But we are having fear that whether I am getting the success or not. That negativity is in our mind. Okay, forget it. Let us start. We will do. We will see. We are knowing, we are doing. Okay. Lecture style instruction can convey same knowledge in less class time. Teacher can be misled into thinking that as long as a student is engaged or doing, they are learning. Not necessary at the home. Everybody is having their children at the home. They are taking the book in hand. That doesn't mean they are learning. Some students, some child are taking the mobile into the book and they are showing to parents that I am reading. That doesn't mean they are learning. Those who want to learn, they can learn anywhere. Okay. So we have to give the thing that students are learning. No, what is the outcome? What is the outcome of that? We have to check time to time. If the project does not remain on task and content driven, the student will not be successful in learning the material. Complex projects need to be tracked while attending to students' individual learning needs. We have to track the project, complex project. A frequent criticism of PBL is that when students work in groups, some will sit back and let the others do all the work. Like our survey, some students are taking the reading at dumpy level, theodolite, and etc. And some students are directly copying the case, copying the things, copying the readings. It is also in our practical day-to-day life. So in this group also 3 to 4 students, they are doing the things and some students are sitting back. PBL may be inappropriate in mathematics as mathematics is the primary skill based at the elementary level. Not easy to measure success using standard measurement tools. In PBL, there is also a certain tendency for the creation of the final product of the project to become the driving force in classroom activities. So this is the things that is related to PBL. This is all the theoretical part. Actually, now we are coming to the two case studies due to which actually these two success story, Dr. Principal Sir DM Yadav is knowing that OP Jinda Scholarship and AICT Vishwakarma Award. Whatever I have faced, that's why Sir has given me this topic. Sir, thank you very much because I was also new for this, but I am doing the things on this project-based learning, but I am learning many of the things. So one is success story, another is 75% success story, not 100%. Okay, so we will go to OP Jindal. So this is the presentation by XYZ, SY Civil Engineering student. This is the presentation from UNIT. Department of Civil Engineering, an indigenous 3D layer printing technology for low-cost housing. This is an idea which is presented to OP Jindal Engineering and Management Scholarship 2023, Visionaries with Values. Okay, so this is the competition for the students for the core branches. That means mechanical, electrical, civil, and mechanical. Electrical, mechanical, civil, and one more I forget. Civil, electrical, mechanical, I think ENTC. Okay. So these are the competition only for this because this OP Jindal is having lot of steel structures, steel manufacturing companies throughout the India. Okay. So here the case study, if we are going to see at the last, here this is the case of Pune, and here if you are going to see, this is Lakshmi Nagar, Yeroda, and this is the view we have taken at the place of Om Namah Shivaya Mandir. At the left side, there is Yashwanta Nagar, then Lakshmi Nagar, and full slum is there on the Yeroda right hand side. Now there is Rajiv Gandhi hospital also, government hospital at the Yeroda, and left hand side at the when we are turning towards Bund Garden at the bridge of Yeroda, you can see at the right hand side, the temple is there. Om Namah Shivaya is written. That temple name is not known to me, but it is at the hill. And we have taken the photographs from this. And actually, this is I have taken from internet, but they have taken from that place. And this is the home. They have been built at the Bhandara district, Maharashtra. And this is the one house which is constructed at IIT Chennai. These three things are getting to the students at the internet. The students approach to me, and this is the collaborative things, and which is presented by VNIT student, and these are the things available with us. Now only these things are available with us, and we have to develop the project. The costing of this OP Jindal scholarship is 80,000 per year. So 80,000 rupees, and we have to present certain things. So there are 3 to 4 steps. Initially, we have to submit the idea. Then if it is selected, we have to give to presentation. If it is presentation is selected, we have to give personal interview for your IQ checking and etc. And then finally, you have to present this at the level at the OP Jindal University or at IIT Delhi. Okay, so these are the 4 steps available that we have to do the work. So there are a lot of hackathons, ideathons, lot of things are going on. This is related to civil, as my domain is civil engineering. So other students, AI, ML, data science, cyber security, computer, IT, ENTC, people can do lot of things. Okay, so this is the idea. Just I would like to present over here. So I will take again your. I think 1 hour is also not left. We have started at 10:30, so we are having ample time. So see the idea and how we have proceed further. So we have to write the introduction. We have to submit like a paper in any competition, and that competition that you should be what you can say scriptsy. Very important thing you have to do. You have to focus whatever they want. Why they are giving money? Why they are giving the exposure? That you have to highlight. Okay. Now see here. The presentation says in the recent era or back from 4 decades, there is reduction of building material resources. There is a lacuna of the material, building construction material. The civil faculty are knowing or any other faculty are knowing. If you are going to Japan, you are finding lot of timber home because they are daily facing the problem of earthquake. So they are having all wooden homes. Okay, it is light in weight. You cannot die. If RCC structure get collapsed, then you are finished at the same time. So bamboo are reducing, timber is not there, roofing material. At the previous, we are providing that Mangalore tiles or asbestos cement sheet, etc. So progressively made the village, but due to infrequent availability of above material, house builder jobs are becoming more and more difficult. So house builder is a civil engineer. Okay, so I have to focus that I am a civil engineer and I am facing the difficulty due to this rare availability of the material. In the villages, due to rainfall and runoff, it is not available due to contrast situation. Everybody is knowing that we are facing the problem of rainfall. Then here runoff, then that is due to that concrete roads and etc. So there is a contrast situation. Those who are staying in Latur, Jalna, then Aurangabad are also facing the problem. Bid, lot of scarcity of water. In Vidarbha also, they are facing the problem. But in Vidarbha, they are getting the proper rainfall. Yesterday or day before, also yesterday, there is a high rainfall in the Vidarbha, Nagpur. Okay. So, due to this rainfall and runoff, and in villages, we are facing the problem. So, due to this, farming problem is there. And due to farming problem, people are coming to the cities for the job. So, we have to apply the recent and fast techniques to build a home for poor families. It will create socio-economic impact on the country and making Atmanirbhar Bharat. Self-reliant India, we have to make. So we have to highlight what you are submitting the proposal that student, faculty have to contribute. Let the students are doing. So socio-economic impact and Atmanirbhar Bharat, it is nowadays very popular word, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Sakshar Bharat, Swachh Bharat, it is now Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay. An indigenous idea is presenting to apply 3D printing technology for low-cost housing for poor families of India, which resides in slum or in metros due to jobs and villages. Now I am going to share the experience. I was assistant engineer, joined in MHADA, and then got promoted as a deputy engineer. And I have the slum problem. I have the construction of slum in the Pune region. I have got the appointment of Pune board only, Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority, that is MHADA. I got appointed in 2003. Then we have given the whatever the old houses they are having. So it is made up of asbestos, CI sheets. CI sheets, cast iron sheets. म्हणजे पत्र्याचे घर होते. People are staying in that. And here government has given one Valmiki Ambedkar Awas Yojana. And I have been appointed for that. And I have been appointed the work of 21 crore for the slum areas. So we have started the work. There were a junior engineer supervisor with me, and we are giving the concession or all rate from the government in 4 steps. After completion of plinth, then after completion of brickwork, then after slab, and after finishing. So 50,000 we are giving divided into 4 parts, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. So 36,000 at the last 14, remaining 50,000 we are giving. So we are giving stepwise money. So at one meeting, I raised the questions that we are giving the home. Okay, I am not opposed. This is the confidential way that we are giving the home to the students, to the needy people, to the poor families. It is very nice thing. Okay, but whether they are staying permanently, okay, maintenance cost is now less, etc., etc. But we have to provide the shelter to the poor families. That is our job as a civil engineers, to make self-reliant India. Okay, so people are coming for the job and they are not getting proper this thing rooms at the what I would like to say, the employment rate in Pune or Mumbai is high. Everybody is getting the job. They are coming only for sleeping at the room. They are eating at the mess, at the working place. In the evening also, they are eating at the mess. They are not preparing tea in the room also. They are not preparing Maggie at the room. So they used to stay in single room with attached bathroom. 3 to 4 similar people are staying together for the work. Okay, so they are getting the rent distributed among 4 or 3. Okay, so they used to stay in that region only nowadays. Okay, and people are staying at the first floor by constructing that CI जे पत्रे होते त्यांनी आता वरती गेले ते तिथं राहतात आणि हे रूम किरायाला दिली अँड दे आर गेटिंग द रूम रेंट चार्जेस अबाउट 8 to 10,000 distributed among 3 to 4. So we made the double. What is the role of civil engineer? When you are providing something, you are giving something in the presentation. What is your role? To create safe, economical, serviceable, and fast construction structure that it is a need due to natural calamities, disaster management, floods, earthquakes, drought, disaster, etc., or requirement. The current population of India that they have studied at that time in the last year, 2023, 142.86 crore due to the job. We have to study. What I would like to say, when you are doing certain things on a project, you have to study thoroughly and then you should be confident. So it is not the job of single person. Okay, if it is the competition of single person, that you have to study or you have to take the help of your faculty. Okay, so due to the job in metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Chennai, etc., people are rushing and hence slum areas are increasing. Pune is a developing city wherein there are many people staying in slum area. Example, Yeroda, Parvati, Shaniwarwada, Jai Bhavani Nagar, Kalewadi, then Dattawadi, Janta Vasat, Upper Indiranagar, Super Indiranagar, Bhelke Vasti, Varje Ramwadi, and Kothurut Depot area. So these are the slum areas. Many are there, but only we have to highlight certain things. It is around 30.25 crore in India as compared to total population living in slum area. It is enormous. Out of this, 35 crore of people are staying in slum area due to this job and other things. Low cost housing built beautifully. So what you are proposing now? Okay, that you have studied so and so, you have sub blah blah blah, you have studied. Now what you are providing, what is the solution you are giving? So low cost housing built beautifully with considering all principles of planning. As a civil engineer, we are knowing what is aspect, prospect, orientation, where I should keep kitchen, where I will get less charges of electrification, how I can create the solar energy for my home, etc., etc. I can provide. Government has given money to the subsidy rate or fully to Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority, MHADA, or under Indira Awas Yojana, Valmiki Ambedkar Gharkul Awas Yojana, etc. Presently, one scheme is going on in Maharashtra, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So these things, students have to check, students have to gather the information. They have to present in a good way. This is project based. So what are your objectives now for this case study? To provide sustainable shelter to poor families in low cost to make the Atmanirbhar Bharat from this idea. To create self-reliant India as per the vision of Honorable Sri O.P. Jindal. Developing indigenous equipment to meet local and national requirements with the help of mechanical engineering students. So we have to incorporate other branch students also to local and global or national requirement. I cannot alone do the things. So I have to take the help of mechanical, electrical engineering students, or I have to take the help of AI, ML to provide certain sensors and etc. to achieve something new, to provide the innovation and incubation facilities for startups in relevant domains at our institutes and region of Maharashtra and India. These are my objective. You have to set the objective, whether it is going to achieve or not. You have to present the idea. You are not doing the things. Okay. So these are my objective. If I get success, I will do this. Okay. So what is the idea? Preparation of prototype for low-cost housing on 3D printer, time requirement for natural construction and during calamities and its cost estimation to promote the 3D printing technology. Who are the beneficiaries? Who is target? Actually, these templates are given by them. That's why I have not used my template. So target market and opportunity. Who is going to benefit it? They are giving only blank template. You have to add the certain things after studying. Who are the beneficiaries? Government organization, research institutes, municipal corporation, Indian Meteorological Department, that is IMD, CPWD, Central Public Works Department, MADA, SIDCO, non-government organizations and society, etc. These are the beneficiaries by implementing this idea. Who are the geographical regions you have selected? So the candidate is from Nagpur and another is from Pune. So Maharashtra state, India is the sprawling largest developing cities in the Western India state of Maharashtra. You cannot study a lot of things. You have to limit the scope. These are the scope. Beyond this scope, I cannot do due to in this certain period. I can do a lot of things, but I am having some time management. I have limited period to do the things. So we have to select certain things. Expected outcomes, as we have discussed. What is the expected outcomes that we needed? The proposed idea will develop the sustainable and eco-friendly solutions in relation with. Now, what you have to say? Energy, water and health and environment, agriculture and transport, feasibility. Nowadays, you have to think for energy, water, scarcity of water, health problem are there, environment problem is there, agriculture and transport. These all are applicable to every discipline students, every branch student. You have to correlate your problem to this, not only civil engineer. So structures for alternative energy, optimization of energy performance of buildings, generation of electricity by providing solar panel on roof. I have to save the energy. How to save? If I am going to construct by concrete structures, it will create heat of hydration and it will create increase in temperature. Okay. Then by providing solar panel and etc., we are providing nowadays. Water, health and environment. Green building, zero energy buildings. Those who are from civil engineering, they are knowing. Even other branches students are also taking this as open elective. Green building. Healthcare structural design. I have to provide healthcare structural design. If there is a fire in a hospital, how I can save it? Okay, how I would like to design the structure environmental friendly. How I will save the pollution due to construction. Sustainable structure, that is minimizing impact of air, water, and noise pollution. I am not going to provide AC. I am not going to provide. I will provide only simple fan at my home, and I will get the cool like AC. So nowadays materials are available. We have to think for cost, and economy is also important. The agriculture and transport, how it will be helpful to agriculture and transportation system. Eco-friendly material for warehouses, animal shades. Now in the villages there are animals, so I am going to construct this for animal shade, cold storage. I would like to keep vegetables. Then I would like to, I cannot purchase number of fridges, refrigerators. So for cold storage, burns, or siphons, culverts, where I am creating the energy by use of siphons. I would like to divert the water. I have to provide the culverts, rainwater harvesting structure, which will help for agriculture and transportation sector. Feasibility, whether it is feasible. Whatever you are telling, whether it is feasible, yes, it is easily feasible by studying the following 3 case studies that we are not going to see now. Case study. So challenges faced by Indian economy. So you have to read, you have to dedicate these all, whatever the problems facing by Indian economy. Then these are the major extension activities, what were going on. Nai Roshni for Moda village, Gujarat by Navy and Naval Wayus Welfare Association. They have constructed 155 houses, school building, shopping complex. Okay, with the financial aid of Indian Navy. Indian Navy people, not Indian Navy people has contributed and constructed for the 155 houses for the after the earthquake of Gujarat. So we have to study this. Then Rural Technology Park, that constructed mud house with conical arch and mud wall technology. So these are all study. This is available. And what is your suggesting? So district primary location, what are the various case studies are going on at the market, in the society. India Song Project constructed 29 houses technologies like solid waste, liquid waste management, kitchen gardening, whatever you are using the water for kitchen, that can be used for gardening, electricity generation. So if you are going to see, there are 29 houses, which is also they are having agro waste chulla, means gobar gas, agro waste chulla, water filter, and implemented on pilot scale. So if you are going to see, there are 29 houses in a single line at Wardha, Maharashtra. They are giving the training, eco-technical village. So we have to study this, whatever the Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, because we have to focus on rural development, and it will be automatically helpful for the town development or urban development. Now, this IIT Madras started an indigenous 3D foundation for a new tomorrow in Indian construction. They have started this house, which is of 3D printing technology, and they have constructed one house at that. The 4 students of different discipline as well as different years, they have started startups. Now the main owner of that idea is having the package around 1 crore rupees per year. 1 crore per annum. Okay, you can see this on the internet. I have taken it from internet. For that, I have studied a lot of things, and even 3D printed house is boosting hopes of housing, which is at Karnataka, Cambridge Layout, Dagger. They have constructed this only in 43 days, and cost was about US dollar 27,840, marking 30 to 40% reduction in expenses compared to conventional construction. Constructed within 43 days. Okay, these are all available on the internet. Now, this is the idea that here, those who are having the 3D printer with them in the institution, actually we have got in Raisoni College 3D printer, the AICTE Idea Lab of 100 lakh rupees, 1 crore rupees we have got, and we have taken 3D printer. So in this 3D printer, we have to give input, that this is my input. I have to construct the home like this. Then I have to set the program like this, and it will take how much time it will require to printing time, total price. It will require 842 rupees to construct such type of home. Then filament, volume, weight, lines, these all are automatically by giving the input to the computer. Okay. So here I have got the help of Dr. Sahu, who has given the presentation at day 1. Okay, so I have given this plan, and I have given only to the input to the Sahu sir at 3D printer. Sahu sir has done the very good hand. So he has given the input, and I will get the output. So we will see how it is going to print. This is the video. I think it is visible. So I am getting the construction like this. Whatever the plan I am giving for 1 BHK, then it is starting printing. So this filament we have to give. And we will get the actual printing with all this, and whatever the doors and window, then we have to cut it. And this we have seen. This is the slide. Now again, I have to make slideshow. This is another video. क्योंकि थोड़ा सा हाइट आने का घर का ये भी लगेगा। So actually this we can use by using this is the voice of Sahu sir and myself. So we have to present the conclusion. This is the conclusion of not PBL of that whatever I have studied and what is the output, and we have to show that prototype to the committee of that OP Jindal and etc. And this is another case study. Actually, now it's 11:43, so we will finish within 7 to 10 minutes. Now, there was a AICT Vishwakarma Award scheme, and here I have not got. Actually, this whole idea is presented by my daughter at VNIT Nagpur, and she got first in Maharashtra out of 96 students. The students were from NIT and IIT Bombay. 48 students for IIT, 48 students for NIT. So she stood from NIT, she stood first and she got the scholarship by doing this work. Now she did not do, need not to do anything, and that prize distribution is only on tomorrow, 22nd of March at Delhi. So we are not able to go to Delhi due to high, what you can say, high prices of the this thing, and they are depositing the scholarship to their account. Okay, so we are not able. Actually, we want to go, but it is not possible for us at this time. Now, second idea, the last date was here. It is announced on 1st of May, and the last date of submission of 30th of May 2023. 30 or 31st of May 2023. That is AICT Vishwakarma Award. Now, if you are going to see here, we are not. One news was there, and there is a from our R&D department that found some focus group. You have to write. You have to write the idea to this. We got the letter from our director sir that you have to present the idea. At least one idea from your department. From every department they have to present. So we got the one letter and office order. What to do? We were blank. We were not having the experience. Okay, so we have to do. Okay, on by thinking, day 1, day 2, day 3, not we have seen anything. So we used to read the paper I used to read the paper in the evening. Okay, so there is a news that concrete रस्त्यामुळे घटते भूजल पातळी. That means there is a news that due to concrete roads, there is a reduction in water table. This is the news, and this is related to Pimpri Chinchwad area of Pune. Okay. At the same time, there is शहराला तापमान वाढीचाही फटका. There is an increase in the temperature. Normal temperature in the Pune city is whatever it may be. It is an increase in the temperature due to this concrete road. Okay, I have translated this into English, and we have started working on it. So we have selected team. The limitation of Vishwakarma Award as there should not be more than 4 students. So we have selected 4 students from this TY 2 students, SY engineering 1 student, and 1 students of artificial intelligence we have taken. Okay, so we have made the group of these 4 students. Okay, so we have selected the idea what can be done. Now, from this idea, we have submitted the abstract. We have to write abstract, idea, aim, objective, etc., etc. And these resources, what you require, वर्किंग मॉडल, एडवांटेजेस, टारगेट ऑडियंस, सोशल इम्पैक्ट क्या होगा, रिजल्ट क्या आएगा, ये आइडिया हमने सबमिट कर दिया. आफ्टर this is submitted, I think date is not there. It may be somewhere. We have submitted the idea on 13/5/2023 at 11:34, and I have taken the screenshot. You have received your application for Vishwakarma Awards 2022. We will get in touch with if you are shortlisted. Okay. Now, here I have submitted the idea. Then we have finalized for this first idea. There were 4 steps. So what I was telling you that we have selected for 75% because at third level we are out. Final we have not reached there. So there are the weightage everywhere for this OP Jindal or this scheme, Vishwakarma Award. These are small project, and we are doing that, and we have to do for the students. If one achievement is there in our institute, you are from other institute, different institute, so there must be one achievement. And these achievements, when the committees are coming, we are asking students to present them. At least they are presenting something. So they are giving the matrix for evaluation, and we have to work upon that matrix, and we have to give whatever the weightage, and the people are from IITs. The selection people are from IITs or NITs, and they are doing scrupulous study of this work, and we have to present. So this is again the matrix. Then we have to give market expanding project if yes, the significantly change the attitude of the people. And then after selecting this, we have shortlisted for this. We have given the name that improvement of groundwater table in metro cities. The name given as IGTM team. The templates are given by them. College name, department name, your title, your team name. So we have presented in this manner. Now, when the students were TY, second year students went to third year, and third year students went to final year at the time of, because we have submitted in the month of May, and now it is the month of June and July after shortlisted. Students are same, only year has been changed. So we have given the gap identification that so and so gap we have identified from this news of this of the newspaper. So this news is on dated 8/5/2023. Daily newspaper Pudhari, Pune edition, Pimpri Chinchwad. So we have converted, translated this news because the people are not knowing Marathi. So we have presented the aim to increase or maintaining the groundwater table in the concrete catchment. Objective to study the water table data for last 3 decades and 5 years at the 5 years interval. We have taken this data from Indian Meteorological Department, IMD. Then to study the temperature, wind intensity, relative humidity, and development of road embankments in catchment of Pune region, to analyze and design water absorption concrete. What is the idea? Whatever the prototype we are going to make, that we are going to make, we are providing certain slope to the road, and at the middle of road, we are providing water absorbent concrete, one patch, and that is porous concrete, and whatever the water is coming by the slope, we are going to put it into soil strata so that there will be increase in the water table. So simple idea we have provided. Who is the target, who is the segments, geographical regions, then what is the humidity and etc. that we have presented. Then we have collected the data. One of our PhD students has given me the data. She has completed the work on this, and actually we are having water table reduction data of Dhanori region, Katraj region, Shivajinagar region in Pune, because everywhere there is a these are the developed area like Dhankaudi, Shivajinagar, you are knowing, then Dhanori, it is near Lohgaon. So the areas are infrastructure developments are there, and it is highly concrete roads are constructing in this region because it is fast, requiring less maintenance. So what is additional work to be undertaken? So our aim to demonstrate in next 3 months. What you have to do in next 3 months? That is our target, and our intent for to this project after the competition is over. That we will do this project in our GHRCM lab, and this we have submitted. Luckily, we have again selected for round number 2. We went to round 3, and in third round, somehow we up to third round we reach, and after third round we are not getting the success for final round. One of our electrical branch students reached to final year and achieved the goal also. They have selected for this Vishwakarma award. So they got in the student's account, not in the institute account, 25,000 plus for explaining the last round at IIT Delhi. They have given the fare ticket, airfare ticket, all the residence and etc. They have provided in the hotels, and very nice treatment they have given. So our electrical students have won the competition. Other students may also won, but we are not on up to third level. But I am not stopping at this level. This idea I am implementing, though I am not getting for round number 4, I am implementing for my project group. They have to do, these student only. One artificial intelligence students are also coming to me, and he is doing interdisciplinary project with me. Third year students is also doing. I told her that you do now, then I will give the marks in your final year. That is choice-based credit system. Anytime you can do in autonomous, it is possible. Challenges faced. What are the challenges? Site selections is the problem because it is high traffic is there. Data acquisition of form, preparation of drainage map, then conduction of descriptive test. We have to take the testing on the road. Then validation of obtained results with available water table data. This is the risk that we are going to face. So these are the references that we have presented in that this scheme to increase the table. And these are the references for PBL. So with this, I conclude from my side. So thank you very much for this. Actually, the very less content, but I have got 4 research paper, say, Springer paper and etc. From them, I have to type all the things related to PBL because very less material is available on the PBL. Because 1902, from 1902, people are starting working in our 2001, 2002. Now it is 2024. Okay. So if you are going to see, very less materials are available on the internet. Now, if you are having any question and etc., you can ask me.
Thank you, sir. So participants, if you have any questions, they may ask in chat box.
Very chat box. Actually, this is the thing that we have to do lot of things because every final year students are having project, not that project based learning. For the another things also for social internship and so another things, you can provide the platform, and according to you can give the task to the students. Though they are getting success or not, success is not in our hand, but give them the task. Visit to Gram Panchayat, visit to NGO, visit to this, finding out the problems of the people, and according to you can give the some certain solutions by the help of teacher. So there are 2 things. How to evaluate PBL2, term or 50 marks. So there must be some rubrics available on this. Actually, we are not having PBL 1 or 2 in our curriculum. So whatever the rubrics, I am not aware about our SPPU. We are not having that subject. but definitely I will file and I will give the rubrics for PBL to term work. At present, I don't know because I am not aware with SPPU. So there are two things that one, nothing is understandable and not understood. And second thing, what to ask. So yes, very less material is available on this internet. I will provide this PPT. Whatever I have taken the efforts, I will provide without that two case studies because these are confidential case studies. I cannot share this with anyone, but I can give whatever PBL, I will share that PPT because if somebody is giving certain presentations to other institute, they need not to do a lot of efforts because complete one day I required to do one and each thing to type it. I will provide it.
Can we conclude, sir?
What is social life skills? How to carry out its assessment? Social life skills. Suppose I will give the example. Go to the any slum or go to the any gram panchayat, finding out their problems of water, electricity, their living standard, their drainage problem, and its assessment by referring the books of environmental engineering or any other things, how the peoples are staying in the villages or in the gram panchayat. So you have to see their social problems, life skills, and you have to give the certain solutions. Now in the COVID, what we did in our society, I was there in Aurangabad at that time during COVID at my native place. So here in that we have collected the money and we have not given to this. I have given 1,000 Dettol soap. Wherever the Silco area or this thing, because they are not having awareness to hand wash. So I have given 1,000 Dettol soap to people. So whatever their need, and if you are having, I don't say that you have to provide from in the shape of money, in the form of money. Okay, but try to understand their problem and try to give the some solution. Student can do very easily. 3 to 4 students group can do very easily and take from different age group and different disciplines. It will be helpful. There are problems in your campus, water supply problem, drainage problem. Give some some small problem and try to work on it. People gets interest and then they will get the awareness.
Any question from participants?
Okay.
Can we conclude now, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So, good afternoon to all. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On behalf of organization, I extend a really hearty vote of thanks to our speaker, Dr. Ajay Dhake sir, who spared time from his busiest schedule to grace the session. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts on project-based learning, and this will surely be going to encourage us while doing work and to implement it in academics. Thank you, sir. Also, I sincere thanks to management of Jagdamba Education Society, and I would like to also thank to respected principal Dr. D.M. Yadav sir, HODs of all the departments and organizing committee who handling the FDP throughout. Finally, I would like to thank all of you present here for making the time to be with us today and helping us make this wonderful session. Thank you, one and all.
Next session, 2:30.
And next session will start at 2:30 p.m.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ajay sir. Dr.
sir,
please.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Nice presentation.
Thank you, sir.